Hi, Hannah here from Tula Being Mindful Movement. Thanks for joining today's seated practice. We're going to be working on releasing our wrists, our shoulders through the upper back, chest, and through our neck. So for those of you who sit a lot through your day, this is definitely the practice for you. There is no need to change your clothes, no need to find a different chair. Just start in your seat. You could even do this sitting on the floor. I'm going to shuffle a little further forward so that I do feel nice and stable, planting feet at hip width so that I have that ability to press down where I might need to, just to stay nice and tall. We're going to start by bringing the hands out in front of us. Can you interlace them and press the hands out and away? And then from here, turn the palms and raise the arms up if that feels comfortable for you. And then from here, bring the hands down, turn the palms away, push them forwards. We'll do that again. Flip the palms towards you, raise the arms if that feels okay. You may not be lifting quite as high, that's all right. We're going to do that one more time. Push the palms away to me. And then turn palms towards you, raise the arms up. Release the fingertips and then bring the arms out like a big cactus plant out to the side. Could you keep the elbows roughly the same height as your shoulders and then start to turn the fingertips down? Just go to a place where you can. It might not look like me. I feel a bit different through both sides. And then go ahead and lift. Can you imagine that your elbows are kind of resting on top of a platform so they can't lift or lower any higher? They might be a bit lower than your shoulders. That's okay too, by the way. Perhaps you're doing it much, much lower. That's all right. And one more time. And then from here, reach the arms back up again. Reach, reach, reach. Lower the arms relatively smoothly but quickly. Take a moment, just allowing fingertips to drop, maybe a little shake out there. We're going to bring the arms out to the side, palms face down, and then as you bring the hands forwards, we're going to crisscross right arm over the left. We've got options here, so I'm going to start to take like a little gentle hug towards my shoulders here, hands resting on the shoulders. And then from here, how does it feel to lift the elbows? Now as I do this, I'm trying to stay nice and tall through my spine. Crown of head is lifting. We have a couple of options. If you feel this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, how does it feel to start bringing the back of your hands closer together? Maybe we can get to a point where we could start to touch the back of the arms together there. Some of us might get to a point where we go ahead and take hold of the thumb, lift the elbows to reset. If you feel like you can, we're going to take a little heart lift. So elbows are still roughly the same height as shoulders, and then maybe you could start to turn the heart up. Try to avoid just flexing into the lower back, and we're not concentrating on being really hyper flexible in the lower back. We're thinking about lifting the heart upwards if it's comfortable for us. Remember, we could be doing this with hands on the shoulders instead. And then soften. Release. Take a moment to pause, maybe palms face up on the thighs. Try to feel into sensation of release if that is possible. We're going to do that again. Reach the arms out to the side, turn palms down. We're floating this time, right arm left arm over top of the right, and then we're going just the other side you haven't done, and then we're going to see if we can start to either bring the back of the hands or hands on the shoulders, and you'll know what's right for you. So take a moment to explore. Perhaps this first variation is right up your street today. Don't feel that you have to always jump through all the hoops to that last variation. Some days things feel right in our body, some days they don't. And then we're seeing if we can lift those elbows roughly the same height as the shoulders. I'm not heart lifting just yet. We want to see if we can come to just pause for a little bit longer, nice and tall spine. Feel expansion through the back of the body, back of the shoulders. And then if it's available, upward lifting of that heart space, maybe tilting the gaze up. You could always have chin lowered. I'm thinking that there's a piece of string attached to the center of my sternum and it's being lifted upwards so that my waist lengthens. Lower ribs are just gently in, not totally popping out. And then slowly go ahead and release. And let's come to pause in that physical release. Feeling into spatial awareness of the body resetting. From here, we'll start to reach the hands out to the side, and we're going to bring the hands behind our back. So it could be that you're taking hold of the elbows behind you, or maybe you're interlacing the fingers. I'm going to stretch out a little through the side of the neck as well here. So don't worry if you've taken hands or the elbows, either are fine. We'll start to bring the elbows and maybe the hands over towards your left side. If you've got the hands perhaps interlaced, you might have snuggled those hands sort of like a fist just to the side of the waist if that's available. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can start to drop our left ear towards the left shoulder. And I invite you to explore what is going on here through the side of the neck on the right side. I'm choosing to drop the chin or pull the chin forwards, back, and then come to a place that feels really juicy to you, like a sweet spot. Come to be really aware of sensation that is coming up for you. And maybe you're bringing your mind's eye to different body parts that feel like they are lengthening here. And one more compassionate breath towards yourself as we slowly upright our body and come to release. So we'll take that nice long stretch of the neck onto the other side. Reach the arms out to the side. Bring the hands behind you. Perhaps you're interlacing the fingers again, and can you work out what direction you always go with? So often there's one thumb on top that's just automatic that we do. We don't think about it. Perhaps you could swap that over. And then we'll bring the elbows, perhaps if you've got the interlace of the knuckles, you're slotting that beside the waist. And then this time, right ear down towards right shoulder. And again, take an exploration of what direction you might like to turn your chin. And really take your time here. Perhaps you notice all of the sensation through the arm, or all of the sensation through the back of the neck. Perhaps you notice as you move little gentle tugs all the way up into the jaw or higher in the face. And we pause, we find a place of stillness. We breathe into that space. And once again, we release. Shuffle your way back into your seat. Find a few moments to just be. Thank you for joining. My name's Hannah. See you again soon. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. Not only will this keep you up to date with my offerings, but will keep content like To The Being free and accessible to all.